Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. Today we have a big Conference USA showdown in store. As we'll see, the Utep Miners taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Odom. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. QB draw. Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
Place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on first and goal. They'll go with a quick touch pass. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Odom. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a crease to the left. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Odom. Turning it on. 10. Touchdown, Utep. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. At the 45 on his way. Open field on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Odom. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it with Wilson. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miners.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Motion from the wideout. Williams looking for a man. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utep.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Back to the ground game on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Buys a little time with his feet. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 30. At the 20. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick six. Will the offenses continue to walk it up and down the field, or is there a defensive stop somewhere as we start the second quarter? They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this. Offenses, you've seen the explosion. It's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Odom. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Quick completion on the out. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Gives it on the option. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
And the Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Miners have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Makes the catch, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floating away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utep. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Plucks it out of the air. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying play action. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Kennesaw State will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's Bullock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Kennesaw State right back to work. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he'll take it in and house it. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Odom. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Odom. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
And the Miners will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points. The give. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Williams will pass. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Rushes on him. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Odom. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
On the option. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Punt is on its way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hands it off. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative.
He's loose down the middle. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And that one will give them the lead.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Odom. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Nelson. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route?
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can catch the football, right? In these types of situations, on third down, they can help your drives continue. They can give another element to this offense the defense has to worry about. This running back really is a weapon.
Wilson on the carry. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
They booted away on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Williams looking for a man. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Quarterback running on the draw. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll run for it. And the Miners are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unleashes one. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Under fire. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Miners. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Bullock. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Keeps it on the draw. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Find some fresh air. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Williams looking for a man. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Timeout, Kennesaw State. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. A powerful kick, never That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.